Aviation Bureau.
No, in my country, such a welcome is reserved for heads of state, not for an ordinary cop.
Well, in my country, sir, you're no ordinary cop. Approaching Scarborough Bridge, using secondary route down 2nd Avenue, 10-4.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and proud relatives, it's always a happy occasion to be here at these presentations. But you see, my country has been through 62 years of continuous revolution.
So this is Enrico Mandela, Tiger of the Southern Hemisphere. When Washington doesn't know what else to do with him, they send him to us.
And that is the difference between us. These officers, through valor, through dedication, through ultimate risk, have brought honor and distinction not only to themselves and their families, but to an association of men that I'm proud to be part of.
You've only got that one light to worry about.
What's that?
23rd.
Funny, even Mandela. They all come to see how it's done. Lots of chicken a la king. Traffic in this town, murder.
What is the first item on my schedule, Lieutenant? And so, in my country, as in yours, when any man risks his life to protect the communal life around him, we all want to tell him how we feel. We all want to say, well done. Patrolman William Meagan, 27th Precinct, Manhattan South.
He's a cop, all right. Can you blame him? With the sniper running loose, trying to cash him in? Is this all of it, Richie?
Yes, sir. Here's your IDs. Here's your correspondence. Here's your special reports on known agitators from special services. And prank letters and anonymous threats.
What about the prosecuting agencies?
Over there.
FBI material?
Well, this here's the Washington stuff.
Singer martyr is what you are, Mike Lanes. This'll make 2 late nights in a row.
Hey, Richie, anything up from ballistics yet?
Well, not that I know of.
I wonder what my dear wife will have to say about that.
You want some coffee, Lieutenant? Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Well, that figures.
Your turn. all like to see me dead. They're part of a so-called nationalist group that has left my country.
You know all of them?
Every one of them has a record of terrorist activities against my government. 5 of them have made public threats against me and my family.
Why?
Well, I am part of the regime that is now in power, which means that those who are not in power are unhappy. So I am in danger.
Somehow that just sounds too simple.
Oh, did I thank you for saving my life?
3 times. Get a line on these men.
Hey, is it raining?
No, but it might. Take off all your new raincoat.
Be serious, man. That's an $80 coat. I'll rent you the lining for $20.
No, you won't. What you got?
Mandala's list of bad guys. You know, for a not so very old fella, he's made quite a few enemies.
I'll bet he has. I'd like to hear some of the stories these fellas could tell about it. I'll see you, Jim. You going to eat? I'll grab a sandwich later. I'd like to get down to the hospital and see Bill Meagan. We were in the 21st together.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Poor guy. What a way to catch a bullet at an award ceremony.
It could only happen to Meagan.
I didn't see anything. Nothing. And a wacko like I got kicked in the shoulder and down I go.
Yeah, almost forgot.
Huh?
The department doesn't want to welch on its medals.
Just my luck that sniper was a lousy shot, right?
Yeah.
Mike Haynes must really have it in for me. I mean, like, who needed him to tackle that guy?
How many VIPs do you get to tackle on this job?
He doesn't get to tackle anybody. He'll get hurt. In spite of this guy, you wouldn't believe the insurance he carries. Millions. But he just won't oblige. He keeps recovering.
That's tough.
I humbly accept this mayor's citation for courage, wisdom, patience, and wifely good humor. You know, Johnny, that I am married to a compulsive target. That was how many? 4, right? Not that I'm counting, mind you. Then there was the time he went out to the motorcycle division. So he gets on this thing. And the first time, the tire blew.
Could happen to anybody.
He's terrific, my old man. Emergency squad, got the picture?
Oh, yeah. That was a corker.
They get a call. There's a gas leak. 3 guys go down and come out. Nothing. Bill goes down. It blows up in his face.
I made the Daily Mirror on that one.
And then just for laughs, there's Walter Dykeman.
What a memory, like an elephant.
He's been threatening Bill for 3 years now.
Oh, nonsense. 6 months I haven't heard from him.
What's it about?
His kid stuck up a market. For kicks, I guess he didn't need money. Anyway, I walked in on it. He started shooting at me and I killed him. Then his father said he'd get me. One of those things.
Are you a nationalist? I am a patriot. Why'd you shoot him? There ain't no freedom if I go. Let's go.
You ready, Mr. Meagan? Ah. Well, it's time for my treatment. Sorry to leave all you lovely people.
So long, Bill. Take care of yourself.
Right, John. Thank you for coming here.
Tell me some more about those threats. What'd you say his name was?
Oh, you mean Dykeman? You know, phone calls, cryptic letters, always the same. Telling Bill he's in for a policeman's burial.
Why didn't you put a stop to it?
On the phone, he wouldn't identify himself. And the letters were unsigned. Bill faced him with it, but he denied it. We couldn't prove anything.
Is there a chance it might be somebody else?
I don't know. Everything I know, I already told you. Now, what's the matter? You don't understand me? Huh?
Let's go over it again, Raymond. Now, exactly what did you do?
I told you.
Why don't you tell us again?
I took a shot at you. I will do it again. You deserve to die.
All right, sit down. Sit down. You understand what the officer told you about a lawyer?
I already say, I don't want a lawyer.
I'll get a stenographer.
Hello, Bellevue? This is Dr. Green. I'm calling to inquire about the policeman who was shot by a sniper. William Meagan.
I hope you won't hold this against us.
No, it was nothing. And the patrolman, you say, is all right. So, you know where I come from. To be shot at is a measure of greatness.
Well, goodbye and have a good flight.
Goodbye, Lieutenant. Thank you.
DA taken? He said to tell you he'd call after the arraignment.
So, we got ourselves a confession, huh?
We haven't checked the story yet.
What's the matter? Don't you buy it?
Aren't you the man who's always reading us the figures on false confessions?
Okay. Go ahead.
Maybe I'm nuts, but I don't like any part of this.
Why not?
First of all, the guy never asked for a lawyer.
It's a fair question.
Second, he couldn't even come up with the name of the rifle he said he used.
Happens all the time.
Couldn't even describe it.
So, how many people know their license numbers?
By telling us he threw it into the river.
Broad daylight yet.
Why would a guy confess to something he didn't do?
Who knows? The world's full of guys who run off at the
All
mouth.
the time. The point is, I don't buy it, and I'll bet neither does the
Too
lieutenant.
fast, Jeff. No conclusions.
Mandala was satisfied. So was the DA.
Mandala only wanted to get out of town, fast.
So do I sometimes.
Look, I got an idea. Lieutenant, there's something I'd like to follow up on. We open and close.
We're open.
Well, it's true, though, isn't it, Mrs. Dykeman, that your husband threatened to kill Patrolman Meagan?
The only reason I don't get angry is because you don't know my husband. If you did, well, I'm afraid I'll just have to say it. You'd realize how ridiculous your question is. Walter Dykeman couldn't shoot at another human being. I think if his life depended on it.
Why did he write threatening letters?
Why can't you understand? He was in a state of shock.
You must have been pretty shocked yourself.
Yes, of course I was.
But you didn't threaten to kill anybody.
You don't understand. Eddie was Walter's whole life. Everything fell out from under him. Took a long time to pick up the pieces again.
You said before that he still talks about the death and how he feels about policemen.
I imagine he'll go on talking about it, too, for a long time. You have any children?
Does your husband own a gun, Mrs. Dykeman?
No, of course not.
You're sure?
Look, I wouldn't care if Walter had an arsenal hidden under the floorboards.
He didn't try to kill that policeman. He wouldn't. It just isn't in him. He's not a vengeful man. When did you say the shooting took place?
I don't think we said. It was Tuesday.
Walter's been in Chicago since Monday morning on business.
Sorry to have troubled you, Miss Dyke.
As long as it ended well, there's no harm done. Goodbye.
Goodbye. By the way, did you say where your husband was staying?
Where you staying?
Yes, in Chicago.
The Palmer House.
Thank you. My name's Detective Ward. That's right, sir. When? I see. All right. Thanks again. The hotel confirms he's registered there.
Well, that does it, huh?
It would if you could explain a box full of messages he hasn't picked up. The last one dated Monday noon. And the fact that they haven't seen him since he checked in. Plus, he hasn't turned in his key, and his luggage is still in his room, unopened.
Colonel Mandala here's what happened to his measure of greatness. Get me Bellevue, Officer Megan's room. Come join us, meet us in the car. I want an alarm off of this guy Dykeman. Get hold of the 12th. I want a guard post in Bill Megan's room. Hello? Yes. What? When? Can you intercept him? Well, try and tell him to stay put. This is urgent.
Put the car around front.
Come on. They just checked Bill Megan out of the hospital.
at 26th and 1st Avenue. Man with rifle.
Get over there.
12,
270 Taker Squad also responding.
This is 12th King, K.
Dykeman. Don't do it, Dykeman. Don't make us shoot. Don't make us kill you, Dykeman. Let's go, Mr. Dykeman. Yes, sir. I just thought you'd like to know. No, I'm not making the joke. Your friend Raymond had nothing to do with it. He was just looking for a soapbox. Soapbox. Now, that's an expression meaning something you stand on when you want to make a speech. You got it. No, I'm afraid not. No, Officer Megan was the target. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Senor Mendola. Better luck next time.
He's sore.
Sore? He may protest to the State Department. How dare anyone get shot at while he's still around?
I'm sure Mrs. Dykeman wouldn't mind. I just saw her downtown. Looks like she's still in shock.
She really didn't know anything about it.
Still doesn't believe it.
Strange man, Walter Dykeman. Plotted revenge all those years, and even his wife didn't know about it.
What's so strange about that? You tell your wife everything?
Well, sure I do. I tell her about everything except wise guy detectives. That I say for the district commanding officer.
I think my phone is ringing.
Johnny,
Yes, sir.
there's a nice piece of work.
Just routine.
Get out of here.
Has been brought to you by